Hey everyone, I'm Nadine and welcome to Bookish Nook. Today is Wednesday, so that means it's Top 5 Wednesday. This was created by Ginger Reads Laney, which I will leave her channel link down below, as well as the link to the Goodreads page if you want to check it out and join, and all the topics are there. So this week is your top 5 characters that you wish you were more like. So, coming in at number 5, I have Sydney Sage from the Bloodline series, which is the spin-off series of Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. What I adore most about Sydney is her quest for knowledge and her love of knowledge. That's one thing that I really identified with Sydney, is because I love learning. I love education, and I don't necessarily love school, but I love learning new things and furthering my brain in its quest for essentially knowledge power. And I definitely love that about Sydney, and as the series progresses, she opens her mind more and more to things that are not set in stone by the alchemist, and that's what I also loved about Sydney as well. She is such a strong character, a strong-willed character, and she has a set of morals that she follows. Morals set down from the alchemist and morals for herself, which she eventually finds a good balance and medium between the alchemist morals and her own. Coming in at number 5, I have Alex from the Covenant series by Jennifer Armentrout. And if you don't know what this is about, a lot of people describe this sort of as a knockoff of Vampire Academy, which I can see the parallels, but this follows Greek gods and half-bloods and purebloods, and it's fantastic. And as the series goes on, both series sort of just go completely separate ways. But what I loved the most about Alex is her physical strength as well as mental strength. She goes through so many emotional and mental trials, and she emerges a different person, but a stronger person. And I admire that as well. I definitely admired her fighting skills, and that's one thing that I wish I could do, is fight like all those people in the movies and these books and stuff, which we all know that's kind of impossible, but still. What I also enjoyed most about Alex is that she is constantly oppressed and pushed from all sides, so not just from like the evil people, but also from the people who are on her side. You know, they see her sort of almost as a lost cause, and she keeps fighting back and proving that she's not. Coming in at number 3, I have Arya Stark from A Game of Thrones. What I admire the most about Arya is that she just defies all of the gender stereotypes and norms set out for her throughout both A Game of Thrones and A Clash of Kings. She has a very interesting story arc, which is why she's probably one of my most favorite characters, because she has this inner strength that is unmatched by almost anyone else in these books, and she just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing despite how bleak and dreary her situation becomes, especially in A Clash of Kings, as with every character in this book. But what really draws me to her character is actually her age. She's pretty young, and she's able to overcome all these obstacles and push back against people who are sort of pushing her down, and figuring out a solution to her situation, and kind of just going from there, even if it wasn't the best solution. Coming in at number 2, I have Isabelle Lightwood from the Mortal Instruments series. Now, I know probably a lot of people are going to pick her just for the obvious, you know, her mental and physical strength. She's such a awesome character to strive to be more like. Sorry about the lighting change. But anyways, you find out that she's entrusted with many secrets, and has guarded her heart because of these secrets, and she's guarded just, you know, like anyone getting close to her and getting to know her personality. And then you see that sort of crumble as the series goes on, and you can't help but admire what a genuine and heartfelt character she is. And her physical strength is unmatched by almost any character except Jace, of course, which is pretty awesome. She's able to hold her own in a group full of guys and sort of outshine most of them, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's why she's at my number 2. And coming in at number 1, I have Penryn from the Angel Fall series. Now, she may not be as physically strong as some of the other characters on my list, but that is beside the point. The reason I picked her is because despite everything that's happening in this world, her number 1 and only concern is for her little sister and her mother. This book is just driven by her need to keep her family safe. And that's a really important characteristic for this book and for why I chose her. Family is a really important aspect in all of our lives, and despite Penryn's family is not the best, but not the easiest to take care of. Her little sister is a paraplegic, and her mother suffers from paranoid schizophrenia, so that is not something easy to deal with. And then you find out certain things about her life before the apocalypse, how she had to deal with her mother, and why she took self-defense classes, that you just can't help but admire the mental strength she has to not only worry about her mother, but also to go after her when things sort of hit the fan, despite everything that's happened because of her mother. So I've seen a common theme throughout my top 5, and that is sort of physical strength and the ability to defend yourself. And we see that a lot in books now in the young adult genre, is young women who are able to physically defend themselves and being resilient in the face of many trials and tribulations. And I wish that wasn't a theme in young adult literature, because it sort of reflects how women are almost treated in our society today, that we have to strive to be more physically and emotionally and mentally resilient, because the world isn't always the nicest place to women. So enough for this little feminist rant. Let me know if you agree with any of my top 5, and who would you pick. Bye!